y'all have everything. I'm not gonna lie, y'all have everything here. Like, it's nothing here that I'm like, oh, I gotta go to a different city for. Like, everything has been here, which I love. So it's just been great being able to see my impact on and off the court, and not just in sports, but just being able to be a cultural impact as well has just been great.
You know, Chicago is the #3 market in the country.
Really?
It's New York, LA, and then Chicago.
Yeah, Chicago.
It's because I know I'm not the player that I want to be just yet, but also kind of patting myself in the back, telling myself that I'm still doing great. Yeah, the reason why we watching women's basketball is not just because of one person, it's because of me too, and I want y'all to realize that.
And I can't help but wonder, is that what happened here? Is Angel Reese and the way she wants to play, and I don't know if you've ever noticed her social media post, but she's very me, always. I, me. Well, you may have a player that has decided that she's had enough of that.
Alright, buckle up. Angel Reese is not happy, and honestly, can you blame her? Top free agents are ghosting her in the Chicago Sky like it's a bad group chat, while Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever are stacking talent like it's a Black Friday sale. Reese had big dreams of turning Chicago into a WNBA powerhouse, but right now, it's looking more like a rebuild nobody signed up for. Let's break down this free agency flop and why the league's hottest names are picking Indy over the Windy City.
So, lads, this is not great news, you know, for the Chicago Sky, who are a team that obviously, look, they're rebuilding. This is a team that is 100% rebuilding. The problem is they don't own their pick. So, if the Chicago Sky run it back, they're probably not making the playoffs next year. Look, I think there's going to be an improvement from Angel Reese. I think it's going to be an improvement from Cardoso. But that team with no Kennedy Carter, it's going to be real tough to get any offensive power.
Reese came into the WNBA with swagger, promising a super team in Chicago. She's got the rebounding chops and the hype, but free agency? Total bust. Big names like Kelsey Plum, Jewel Lloyd, and Brittany Griner are signing elsewhere. LA, Vegas, Atlanta, you name it. Meanwhile, the Fever are racking up stars. Natasha Howard, DeWanna Bonner, Kelsey Mitchell locked in, and more. Chicago's 13-27 record last season isn't exactly a selling point, and Reese's recruiting pitch? Falling flat. The Fever, though, they're the hot ticket, and Clark's the cherry on top.
So, not a good day for the Chicago Sky. Not a good day at all, because we have heard news from the journalist who reports on the WNBA, and because she is not a homer like a lot of the other people, like normally journalists are complete homers for one team. One of the actual credible journalists reported on something. Sky fans aren't happy. They all want her fired.
Let's be real. Chicago's a tough sell right now. The Sky's front office is a mess. Their coaching situation's a revolving door, and their facilities? Think high school gym vibes. Players want stability and a shot at winning, not a locker room that feels like a reality TV meltdown. Indiana's got a plan. Clark's breaking records, their games are selling out, and their roster's deep. Reese can talk a big game, but free agents aren't buying what she's selling when the Fever are serving up a contender on a silver platter.
Kennedy had an incredible season for us last year, says the GM. She's extremely talented and is a player that can impact the game at the highest level in our league. We absolutely appreciate all she did for our team last year. However, we've made changes to our staff and we'll make changes to our roster. Those changes impact Kennedy's fit on the team, so we wanted to give her the best opportunity as a free agent.
According to WNBA Insider, that Illinois native Jewel Lloyd will not be going to Chicago Sky. And obviously they didn't keep Kennedy Carter, and it's looking like one player obviously that's been to Chicago across her careers because of her Illinois roots is Seattle Storm guard Jewel Lloyd.
Yes, it is unrivaled. It is also unwatched. Look, let's be honest, we can sugarcoat it all you want, but if you don't have Caitlin Clark playing women's basketball, or if you're not the NCAA tournament playing women's basketball, you got nothing. Zero zip, nothing.
Okay, but why is Indiana suddenly the WNBA's VIP list? It's not just Caitlin Clark's buzzer beaters, though those help. The Fever's front office is playing 4D chess, snagging Natasha Howard, a defensive player of the year, and DeWanna Bonner, who's got more buckets than a popcorn stand. Their coach, Christy Sides, knows how to mold talent into wins, and the vibe. It's all about championships, not chaos. Chicago's got flickering lights and empty promises. Indiana's got a blueprint and a buzz. buzz. No wonder the Fever's roster looks like an all-star lineup, while the Sky are still sending you up, text to no reply.
You know, getting the right players in here, there is intrigue when you have young core pieces like that, because you could be part of developing them and developing towards a title contending season. But the reality is the Sky are still very far from that.
WNBA free agency is officially underway, Annie. So when you see these names and the options that the Sky have, what do you think that they're cooking up?
Yeah, it's interesting, right? Because Angel and Camilla are very interesting pieces. And when you're talking about like Angel Reese and Camilla Cardoso too have brought relevance to this team that they've desperately needed in a time when, again, if not for them, they'd be completely irrelevant because of the product that they're putting on the floor.
And also make sure.
So, what's this mean for Angel Reese? She's got the stats, double-doubles for days, but this free agency faceplant stings. She's been hyping herself as the Sky's cornerstone, but if nobody wants to build with her, what's that say? Fans online are brutal. Some are calling her all talk, no squad. Leadership's more than rebounds, it's pulling people in, and right now, she's striking out. The Sky need a glow up, better management, a real coach, something to back her up. Reese is young, sure, but the clock's ticking. She's got to show she's more than a highlight reel, or Clark's gonna keep eating her lunch, and the Skies too.
The Indiana Fever are that golden destination, and I can't help but laugh to the fans and the people online and the media commentators, unfortunately, who said that nobody wanted to play in Indiana. That doesn't make any sense.
Well, now jealous WNBA players will have the opportunity to earn that credit. Now, players like Angel Reese, they will be given the chance to test their star power.
And let's not forget the fans. They're having a field day with this. Twitter's a war zone right now. Reese stans are in denial, Clark hives popping champagne, and Sky fans praying for a miracle. One viral post summed it up. Angel's out here recruiting like it's a pyramid scheme, but Clark's running a Fortune 500. Another fan clapped back with, Chicago's got more drama than a soap opera. Nobody's signing up for that mess. Even WNBA Reddit's lit up with threads like, is Reese the problem or just the scapegoat? The internet's ruthless, and right now, it's Team Fever all the way. Chicago's getting roasted harder than a marshmallow at a bonfire.
The whole
Also,
city is obsessed with you.
I know. I love it
all
here.
the time.
I feel like Baltimore here. I love it here.
Kind of. A little bit, little DMV action.
Yeah.
But
Every woman should be able to step in and be able to go into a locker room and be able to have a safe space, or go into a gym at 3 o'clock in the morning where they want to do that. So I want to be able to just invest.
According to league sources, Weatherspoon had lost the locker room because of a culture that catered to the needs of a few players. Dear Lord.
You don't get told no. Like, you're going to get the yeses. You're going to get more yeses than nos, and just being able to know that. So I'm excited for that. I know that's going to come soon.
Y'all have everything. I'm not gonna lie. Y'all have everything here. Like, it's nothing here that I'm like, oh, I gotta go to a different city for. Like, everything has been here, which I love.
But zoom out. This isn't just about Reese and Clark. It's a league-wide shakeup. The Fever's free agency haul just tilted the WNBA's balance of power. Indy's not just a playoff hopeful anymore. They're a legit title threat. Meanwhile, Chicago's stuck in neutral, and other teams are taking notes. The Liberty, they're watching, wondering if they need to counter. The Aces, smirking, but they know the Fever are coming. This offseason's proving one thing. Star power's not enough. You need a front office that can close deals. Reese might be the face, but Clark's the one with the army behind her.
Let's talk about the 3 big names you gotta know: Alyssa Thomas, Natasha Cloud, Brittany Griner. Let's start with Brittany Griner, joining Alicia Gray and Ryan Howard in Atlanta. Dream team? Brittany Griner was drafted to Phoenix in 2013, so it's kind of about time, and I'm so excited to see what Atlanta turns around this next season, because they really need her. Phoenix is also losing Natasha Cloud and Beck Allen, along with the number 12 pick overall in this year's draft, to Connecticut. Connecticut is giving up the triple-double queen, Alyssa Thomas, and Ty Harris.
So what's Chicago's next move? They can't just watch the Fever lap them. Rumor has it they're eyeing a coaching change, maybe a big name to lure free agents next year. There's also buzz about trading for a veteran leader, someone to steady the ship and mentor Reese. But here's the kicker, they don't own their 2025 draft pick, so tanking's not an option. They've got to win now, or at least look like they're trying. Reese needs to step up her recruiting game. Less talk, more charm. Maybe hit up some players over smoothies instead of sliding into DMs. So there you have it. Reese is fuming, the Sky are floundering, and Clark's Fever are stealing the show. Can Chicago turn this around, or is this just the start of a long, cold rebuild? Let me know what you think below. This drama is far from over.